Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Teddi Mellencamp is sharing some updates on her health amid her battle with stage 4 cancer. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum has been open about her health journey since getting surgery to remove tumors on her brain in February of this year. Teddi has since been going through immunotherapy treatments to help shrink the tumors on her lungs and brain after her melanoma skin cancer spread. But she recently admitted on her podcast, 2 T's in a Pod, that it has given her high highs and low lows. One thing that I really wanted to kind of make clear, which I tried my hardest to do throughout this entire cancer journey is 1. Yes, I have stage 4 cancer. 2. I cannot control exactly how I feel on each given day, she said. 3. On the days that I feel really good, I want to take advantage of it. And on the days I feel terrible, I have to listen to my body. Essentially, I haven't been feeling good for about a month, which is kind of shocking to me, she admitted. What's happening with me is the longer that I'm on immunotherapy, the sicker it's making me. But Teddi explained that the doctors did a bunch of scans and everything's shrinking. So they're taking a break from the immunotherapy, which Teddi is supposed to be on for 2 years to shrink the tumors. They're not seeing a bunch, but so it's showing that's why I medically feel so sick is from the immunotherapy, she said. We're going to take a little break on the immunotherapy to get my body back feeling stronger, and I'm on steroids, and we're doing everything that we can to get me back to feeling like I can do this, she continued. Although she is taking a little break from her immunotherapy treatment, Teddi noted that the battle is far from over. I'm going to keep in close contact with all of my different doctors and just take a little hold and see if we can get my body more in check, the mom of 3 added, so that I can be a touch more physically stable to do the things that I want to do. My next appointment with my doctor is tomorrow. Then we just go from there, she admitted in the episode, which dropped earlier this week, noting that they're going to be figuring out her medications to help with certain symptoms. Teddi's doctor went on an episode of her podcast in May 2025 where he spoke about Teddi's future with immunotherapy. What we know with immunotherapy and melanoma is, if you make it to 3 years without having anything grow or come back, you're golden about 95% of the time, he explained. In spite of this break and the fact that she has not been feeling well, Teddi noted that she is still on a positive trajectory in her cancer journey. It's still positive when it comes to my tumors, because my tumors are still shrinking and in some areas you can't even see them at all, she noted. And what I didn't realize is that immunotherapy is in your system for months and months, she added. So my immunotherapy is still working, even if I don't get that new dose, which was supposed to be tomorrow. So this isn't a reason for concern. It's not me quitting. Teddi is battling stage 4 cancer after initially being diagnosed with skin cancer, melanoma, several years ago. Earlier this year, she confirmed that the cancer metastasized to her brain and lungs. It was early April when Teddi Mellencamp's world shifted again. She had been first diagnosed with stage 2 melanoma back in 2022. Over the years, she had endured surgeries, biopsies, emotional swings, and then, in February 2025, the cancer metastasized. It had spread to her brain and lungs, transforming into stage 4 and reshaping everything: her speeches, her mindset, her most fundamental sense of control over her own body. Teddi entered the world of intense immunotherapy to fight back. In May, she bravely shared in her podcast, 2 T's in a Pod, that scans showed her brain and lung tumors shrinking, some so much that they were barely visible. The regimen was clear: 2 years of treatment with monthly appointments and quarterly scans. It's both controlling and curing, she said. Clinically, it was good news. Emotionally and physically, however, the journey twisted into unexpected territory. By late July and during the July 23 episode of 2 T's in a Pod, everything shifted. I haven't been feeling good for about a month, she confessed. Waves of physical exhaustion, mental fog, and confusion had begun to swallow the progress she'd celebrated before. She described feeling like she could barely string words together, like her eyes might stay closed forever. She took an unscheduled emergency doctor's appointment. What she heard next shook her. The longer that I'm on immunotherapy, the sicker it's making me. Further scans, though, brought relief. The tumors were still shrinking, even disappearing in spots. In that paradox, hurt by the medicine, yet healed by its effects, Teddi faced a turning point. A medical team decided to pause immunotherapy temporarily to give her body strength a fighting chance. She was placed on steroids and other supportive medications. Not quitting, just reframing. We're doing everything we can to get me back to feeling stronger, so I can do all the things, she shared. That decision, while necessary, carried heartbreak. In her own words, "I've never once felt this way before. It's heartbreaking." Yet despite the pain, she remains honest and defiant, listening to her body, even if it means slowing down. Amid the storm, there were glimmers of light. In June, she shared photos of new hair growth, patchy at first, but progressed nonetheless after brain surgery and radiation-induced baldness. "It made me smile," she said, seeing regrowth between mid-May and mid-June. She also displayed a striking platinum blonde buzzcut recently, an outward symbol of reinvention, honor, and adaptability. It marked more than a style. It was a choice, a visible testament to her strength. And then there were the wigs, 2 shades, blonde or brunette. Same exhaustion, but Teddi crowdsourced her followers to pick, using humor to soften a weighty moment. 2 wigs, same level of exhaustion, she joked, showing that even illness couldn't dull her ability to brighten the day. Beyond the medical mechanics, this journey has been about motherhood and mortality. As a mom to Slate, 12, Cruz, 10, and Dove, 5, Teddi faces the emotional challenge of missing little moments, horse shows and school practices, and the guilt that comes with it. She's also paused divorce proceedings with her estranged husband, Edwin Arayev, choosing to focus fully on recovery for now. Their shared stability, especially around the kids, has taken priority. A close friendship with Kyle Richards, of RAOB8, has taken center stage, one built on trust, laughter, mutual support. Kyle has been by her side throughout hospital stays, conversations, and quiet moments in the hospital room. In a particularly raw moment, Teddi called out prior doctors for not ordering full-body scans early on, missing early signs, and lamented that oversight. She spoke about the fragility of memory during illness and the temptation of public performances masking private pain. She hopes her transparency can serve as both shield and truth-teller for others. Despite this, positivity remains her rhythm. Her doctors remind her, and her fans, that immunotherapy stays active in your system for months. Even during the break, healing continues. She is not retreating, she is recalibrating. Teddi has used her platform to amplify awareness, encouraging skin checks, sharing melanoma prevention messages, and destigmatizing difficult conversations. Her tale underscores the nuance of modern cancer treatment, not as a one-way path, but a winding journey of wins, pause, recalibration, and grit. That's the essence of her path, a woman who began with localized melanomas, escalated to 13 surgeries, then to brain surgery, radiation, and systemic treatment, and now a strategic rest. She is, in her own words, on a positive trajectory, even if the pace has slowed. She shows us that strength isn't always speed, that smiling through pain doesn't mean denying it, that choosing to pause can be one of the bravest decisions a person fighting cancer makes. Treatment. Immunotherapy remains on pause, steroids and symptomatic meds continue. Her doctors will monitor her physical strength and mental clarity closely. If recovery stabilizes, the immunotherapy dosing will likely resume. Scans. Regular imaging will continue to assess tumor status every few months. So far, shrinkage remains consistent, even during the pause. Support. Family, friends, and fans remain the quiet backbone. Her community has rallied around hashtags, prayers, messages, and even wig pulls. I have stage 4 cancer. I can't control exactly how I feel on each given day. On days I feel good, I take advantage. On days I feel terrible, I listen. Now, she adds, the medicine that's saving her is also hurting her, and the only path forward is to pause, reset, and renew. Teddi's story in July 2025 is not a defeat. It's a recalibration. A masterclass in how cancer treatments are not binary. A map of what it means to listen, to adjust, to signal, not quitting, just healing. Through hair regrowth, weed experiments, and steroid protocols, through candid podcasts and anguished tears, she sets a tone. I'm still here. I'm still fighting. But I'm also human. There's no simple ending yet. But in every scan and Instagram post, there's movement, away from denial toward acceptance, away from ego toward vulnerability, away from haste toward patience.